So, if you've been anywhere around the online gaming sphere for the past few months, you've probably seen the ongoing hissy fit between two extreme corners of the gaming community. There's game journalists, and then there's the people who claim that game journalists are worthless, yet every time a shred of gaming news is shared by them, they hang on every single word like it's their final breath. For the sake of brevity, we shall refer to these two groups as the Catholic Church and the Jackson Pollock players. Then there are the normal people in between the two who are just watching this whole thing unfold with a folding chair and a bag of popcorn to share. What is this hissy fit about? Well, according to the Jackson Pollock players, the Catholic Church has been infecting the game industry for years and has succeeded in subjugating the Western gaming industry into its empire and is now attempting to do the same to the East. But the Catholic Church can't possibly have had this level of influence over the gaming industry. Surely the examples the Jackson Pollock players bring up of the Catholic Church's infection are airtight evidence that totally doesn't make them look weird at all.
Right.
Well, let's take a look at some of this evidence. Lara Croft? Sorry, she's too sexy. You can't have her. They replaced your precious pixels with this totally unsexy realistic version. Mary Jane Watson? Her face is slightly different. Not like the comics at all, where she has a cleft chin. She's not sexy enough. Quiet? The author's barely concealed fetish. You ain't slick, Kojima. I know you ain't trying to be slick, but you ain't slick. Though, if I'm being honest, this is kind of the one time where you actually respect that. Aloy? Schrodinger's sexy. Depends on the Google and YouTube search. Tifa Lockhart? Actually, she's good. We like her. Oh, wait. Hold up. I am receiving news that Square Enix covered the cleavage of a 15-year-old character model in an update. Unfortunately, they've been infected. Hey, wait a minute. Why do the Jackson Pollock players only bring up women? Now, from the examples I've presented to you, many a Jackson Pollock player would agree that games have lost their way. But fear not. From the ashes of the once great and holy gaming industry has come its savior, developed by Shift Up. Stellar Blade, a new action combat game, is the last line of defense from the infection of the Catholic Church, because the main character... Wait, what the hell is her name? I played the demo twice and I still can't remember jack shit about this game. Oh, Eve! Eve, okay, I got it, yes. Eve is the last line of defense because... Wait. Is this seriously it? The Jekyll physics? You know what? That's on me. I was expecting more. And you know why I expected more? Well, it's because games have not only kept their sexiness, but they've actually improved on it. Allow me to demonstrate by taking you on a trip through time. Let's go back to the start of my journey with video games. These games came out from 2001 to 2003 and 2002 to 2005 respectively. Not bad. Now, let's move on to 2006. Whew! Yes, sir! But what about 2011? Oh yeah. That one was pretty good. Now, 2015 was a banger year with back-to-back smash hits of sexiness. Oh, God, that Gunberry. Ha! Now, 2017. What do you have to show? Okay, Hollow Knight, I see you. Alright, For Honor, what do you have to show?
I want them toes, baby! I want them toes! Give me them toes, boy!
Hey, look at that, it's 2019. Oh yeah, that's pretty good, 2019. But 2021 is here to take your lunch money. and they gonna give it to 2023. Oh! Loser! Loser! So how else are they gonna take out 2024 on a date? I don't know what happened there. Something's wrong with the machine. All of these characters are definitely contributing factors in the identity of video games. It's undeniable that pretty things are the easiest and fastest way to bring in an audience. It's why video games have cinematic trailers. Just look at the difference in views between most cinematic trailers and gameplay trailers. Games have always been dolled up to make them look more appealing, but a cinematic trailer, much like a pretty character, doesn't really tell you much about the true nature of the game. A sexy character alone can't hold a player base. Now, sexy-ass gameplay, on the other hand, now that's where you'll keep a player base. The true sex appeal of games for me is what actions I can do and how the game presents those actions to me. Some can be extremely simple and extremely satisfying, while others can look incredibly flashy and still be incredibly fun. It comes down to how well you reward the player for engaging with your systems and in what way you choose to reward them. Games are an interactive medium where you are the main character. You get to have a hand in the story. You get to explore the ruins of a once great civilization. You get to become a capoeira master. You get to live out your inner fantasy of being a cat with the thickest thighs you've ever seen in your life. But if that engagement is based solely on a surface level of your game being able to be played with just one hand, your pretty character and game starts to look kinda ugly. There really isn't a secret conspiracy going on in the game industry to remove all the sexy characters and replace them with ugly characters, as the Jackson Pollocks would have you believe. And conversely, contrary to what the Catholic Church preaches, game devs have indeed seen women. To be honest, of all the things to get upset about in the gaming industry, being unable to have a visit from Rosie Palm and her 5 friends is not and should not be high on the list. Especially when crunch is still rampant, massive layoffs are sweeping through the industry at an unprecedented scale, and developers of critically acclaimed and audience-loved games are being shut down. And no, these games having sexy characters in them would not have saved them from these unfortunate circumstances. A sexy character does not stop Game Pass from selling a video game for free. These issues go far deeper than, ironically, the surface level. But when you look at the cold hard facts, the games and franchises with the longest lifespans in the industry have never been the games that look the prettiest. They're the games that have given you the most bang for your buck. Whether that's by leading you through a story so moving that it leaves you in tears by the end, rewarding your insistence at bashing your head against a brick wall until the wall breaks with a new toy waiting for you, or just the joy of being able to carpet bomb your friends instead of doing the objective.
Help! Oh, wait, you.
And I, for one, hope that this is the kind of sexiness in games that we never lose. Hey guys, it's Postscript Clarity Zero here, and yeah, this was my little weighing in on the whole sexiness in games thing that's been going on recently. And in all honesty, I think it's the dumbest discourse I've ever seen around the game industry, and that's like saying something, considering we've had some really dumb stuff in the game industry. But that was my thoughts, and yeah, like, of all the things to be mad about in the industry, the fact that you can't beat off to a new character, is that really the problem that we have going on here? Like, devs can barely hold their jobs in here because even when they make a profit, the risk of being shut down is just still there. So, I want to know what you guys think about this as well. Leave it down in the comments and, do that all YouTuber stuff of like, sharing, commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.